Hello, sir. Please don't look at me.
Take a shovel.
Okay.
So if you find some of it on the ground, you can just, whoop. You know what I mean?
Oh my god. So, okay, because Saga joined, I've been reminded about WoW, right? So I've been sitting there and I'm like, I'm going through the motions of like, I like World of Warcraft. And then I'm like, I don't really want to play World of Warcraft. And then I'm like, but it's great. And then, you know how I was talking about the trading post?
Yes.
I was like, yeah, I guess I'll stick around so I can do the trading post. And I was so excited because I saw like the Dark Moon Fear kind of aesthetic trading post. And then yep, so I looked. Yeah, there's nothing I like on it, and I'm like, my motivation has gone into nothing.
Dude, seriously. I get it.
It sucks.
It does, because I get it. I have moments where I'm like, I should play WoW again, and then I'm like, yucky. And so I don't.
Yeah. I'm like trying to, cause okay, so I started like really liking Mythic Plus, and I was like, yay, this is like a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it, all that kind of stuff. But then last season, so the first season of this expansion, was really hard. And I know that they've like done some changes now. So it's like a little better, but I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I think just because last season was such a fucking chore, it drained all of my motivation for Mythic Plus. Because now I think about it this season and I'm just like, ugh, like, I want to go through delves to try and get like extra gear from delves, and I'm like, so I got to do that, and then I got to do Mythic Plus, and I'm just like, it's I don't know, man.
Lot?
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot. Playing WoW to me always felt like having a second job.
Yeah.
Because the moment you fall behind, you get that FOMO about it, and you're like, oh god. And I think that's something that I never... Like, I don't appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, what do you think you would do?
Not gonna lie, no idea. I'll probably be like, I don't want to play WoW, and then I'll keep my sub active, and then, like, in a week or two, I'll go on and play, and I'll do my trading post, and then I'll be like, I hate this, and then log off again.
Yeah.
I'm a problem.
No, but it's totally understandable, though. I don't know, I just don't particularly find, you asshole. I don't find it enjoyable. Like the, how would you say it? I don't know, like the gameplay loop.
Yeah.
I don't find that enjoyable at all.
I think I started noticing like a lot more about how it is, because it's like, I think, because I mentioned like, if it was more like the gear from last season was still fairly good for this season, like it can get you into like higher stuff, but it like, the stuff that I'm wearing was really good for, well, you know, it was decent for last season, but now like quest gear, like I'm replacing it with questing gear, and that doesn't feel good.
Yeah, of course not. Because all of the work that you had just put in means nothing. When realistically you could have just not done that and waited and like geared with questing gear, which is shit.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
It's sad.
It is, because I think through Dragonflight, I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna play some WoW again. And then I logged in, looked around, and thought, you know what, fuck this. And I haven't logged back in since.
It's funny as well because I actually really like Dragonflight. Like the Mythic Plus felt like difficult, but also like really nice as well. I could go into like the next season and feel like I could manage higher than a fucking 2, right? It was more of like, oh, I want to get used to 2s and then do that, you know, and like kind of touch on that. And then this season, like, what is it, World Within? Like, the fucking, what is it? Like, first season, I'm like, I can't even do a 2. And I'm like, I have gear from the highest fucking level Delve. And Delves were fucking, like, felt like a joke. Like, I do like them. I do like that you could get really high gear. But the fact that you could, okay, so... to get like the highest level, like it was 216 or something like that, 216 or something gear. To get the 216 gear from a Mythic Plus in your vault, I think you had to do a Mythic 7.
Yep.
And to get 216 from a Delve, you just had to do the highest level Delve. Or, you know, like there were higher, but it was more of like if you really want to like be good. Doing those delves at the highest fucking level felt like doing a normal dungeon. Well, like, a 7 in Mythic Plus felt like I was literally, like, just... I don't know, like, it was horrible. So I was like, why the fuck would I do a Mythic 7 when the highest gear, that I can get from that is just the delve. That's like relaxing, it's chill, I don't have a fucking timer. All we have to worry about is deaths. So we can take our time.
Whoa.
We just vibe.
What the fuck? A delve's like mini dungeons in WoW now.
Yeah, kind of. Like, they're the same map, right? I guess dungeons are that too, but yeah, they're like mini dungeons. They don't have timers. You have like, I think it was like 3 or 4 deaths or something like that. Honestly, the only fucking pain that I hate about like World of Warcraft is the fact that like, it's not hard, it's tedious. So they started like adding extra health to bosses and things like depending on like how many people are there or blah blah blah, whatever the fuck. So like you wouldn't be dying, nothing would be doing damage, but it just had like so much health that you're forced to sit there. Like, so that's what would happen with me and Stone. Like, we're just like, I'm a healer, he's a tank. We would just like exist, and I'm like, I don't even have to dodge, I don't have to do anything, I'm just kind of sitting here and attacking, and I'm like, I'm opening up YouTube. Like 99% of the time I'm like, Stone, I'm so sorry, I'm opening up YouTube, I'm not gonna pay attention.
I don't need to pay attention. We're not in any danger. Right.
Quest gear is better. So the new quest gear is better than the or I was already replacing stuff. I'm not too sure like what the item levels were, but I was already replacing stuff from the new area. From the, I think it was like 216. Like I was already replacing that stuff, or 200 fucking, I don't know, whatever. I was already replacing things, and I was like, this sucks.
Yeah, because what's the point? What's the point? Why even bother to push keys?
Yeah.
Pushing keys is dreadful. And I think people that genuinely enjoy it are fucking insane.
They are crazy. Look, if they do have fun with it, that's okay. I get it, because I had fun with it, right? Like, I did have fun in, like, Dragonflight and stuff. It's just this season is a bit too much, like... I can't be casual with it. Like, I can't just go, oh my god, Jen, let's go do, like, a fucking 5 and, like, just enjoy ourselves and fuck around and vibe. No, it's like... Jen, look, if we do a 5, you can't come. You don't know how to play WoW. Like, sorry, no offense, but, you know. But it was like a, you know, like, I have to be at the top of my game. I have to lock in for a 5.
Yes. Like, you can't be standing there, you're gonna die. You're gonna fuck the whole entire thing. I cannot bring... You're a liability. You're a liability.
Which sucks.
For a 5?
Yeah.
Bro, come on.
Have
I done Torghast? Yes, I think. Volley, did we do Torghast? Yes.
Yeah. So that was Shadowlands.
Uh-huh.
Fucking same.
I did that. Disgusting.
Yeah. Look, okay, not gonna lie, Torghast 100% a lot more fun than Delves.
What?
Yeah, for me, I hate Torghast, but like the powers and shit were so fucking fun. Being able to like have a fucking really short cooldown on like Convoke and stuff and just be crazy, like insane damage.
True, yeah. I do miss me some Convoke, yeah.
Love that. Delves? Nah.
And then, what's the point of even playing a game if you were not enjoying yourself? Just torturing yourself. For Blizzard.
Yeah. Because, I was gonna do, like, keys, I don't know if Saga's still here. I was gonna do keys with Saga, right? And, so, he's great. He's so nice. Very helpful, wanting to, like, help me with keys and stuff like that. I appreciate it a lot. There was, like, a lot of stuff that kind of stopped me from doing it, which was, like, my times and, like, those things I had to do, and it was like, oh, God. But then I also realized that I've been procrastinating WoW. Like, I didn't really notice it until I was like, okay, I'm gonna log on, I'm gonna do these things, I'm gonna try and, like, catch up a little because I have to. But then I did, like, the quests, so Pleen was around, and I did some quests with her. And I was just like, more quests, more reputation, more stuff I gotta grind. And I was just like, okay, like I guess. And then yeah, tried to play, you know, that one time where I called you and started like bitching about it basically. And that's when I logged on to try and like catch up a bit more, and I was just like, I can't. I literally can't. Like, I'm stressing out. It's just, I think about trying to get into a key and I'm like, I don't even know what item level I need. I don't even know if I can. I don't know. I basically shut down, and, you know, I logged off WoW and I was like, I want to quit. Looking with sound? Okay, cool.
It had you in a mood. It had you in a mood. A right one, too. Which, again, it's just obviously not enjoyable. Obviously, you know, it's shit. So, why the fuck would you continue playing it? And I think that's something that I had figured out with WoW. So I jumped in, when did we meet? BFA, right? So I jumped into WoW first time BFA. Met you in Plen. BFA was a lot of fun for me because I had you guys there. Like, I didn't know shit about WoW, didn't know what I was doing, but we still jumped in, did keys, blah, 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 did this, that, and the other thing, right? And then, so of course, when Shadowlands comes out, we're all like, hype. I think I pre-ordered it even, because I was like, fuck yeah. Like, we've had a lot of fun with BFA. Let's do this thing. Did Shadowlands. Shadowlands, I think we can all agree, was terrible.
Yeah.
So that kind of killed it for me a little bit. And then I think you were saying Dragonflight will be fine, you know. And then I think I figured out that because I jump into, it was Shadowlands and Dragonflight, right? Jump into Dragonflight after doing Shadowlands and BFA, so gearing, doing the shit, WoW grind. Jump into Dragonflight, and I was like, bro, I just did all of this. What the fuck do you mean I have to do it again? And again.
Yeah.
And again. And I think even with Shadowlands, it hit the point. I think I cracked the shits one time. Remember when we were doing gears and I didn't get one piece of gear for my shaman, and I was like, fuck this game. Remember?
Yeah.
And I had like a real spicy mental beat because I think we had done quite a few keys. and I didn't get a single piece. And I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. We're breaking up. Like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, because it's like, it's like the thing where, there's people who go for like best in slot gear, right? Where it's like, well, there's people who also just want gear. And I've seen people like struggling get like the best thing for the entire expansion. Like the whole fucking time they're sitting there just struggling to get this one thing. And I'm like, what? Like, why is there no system that you can kind of like pick a piece of gear or just like something that, you know, like I think I mentioned.
It's called the vault. And it would never give you the gear that you want. So get fucked until you have to do it. Get fucked and get away from me. You're gonna kill me. Oh my god.
You know,
sorry.
like, the lowest item level thing. You know how it's like, why is there no system that kind of like calculates what piece of gear is your lowest item level and tries to guarantee you at least get an upgrade like every 2 weeks? Like just something.
Uh-huh.
Instead, it's like still RNG, like fucking, I don't know. Like, I do like the vault. I do like that they brought out a system to try and get gear. But I think it's, look, okay. I'm not in the Mythic Plus scene enough to fully understand everything or have like 100% guaranteed opinion on anything that I'm saying, right? Like for me, for like what I know, because, you know, like I know basic level stuff. For me, like, I don't think it's good enough. I think it started going into, like, you can gear around dungeons, but your main gear is always going to be Vault, like the biggest one. And I'm just like, unless maybe it's like Myth, right? Like Mythic level gear. Where, what is it? You can, you can still get that in the dungeon, I think, but also in your vault too. I don't know, like it's weird, but I feel like that's like the only gear that's kind of worth getting.
I'm so sorry. Give me 2 seconds.
You're fine. You're fine. I gotta run back because I died. Oh, I'll grab these.
Let's continue. I think, I don't know.
I'm just sad, basically. I just want, like, WoW to be a little bit better.
It's very sad. It's very, very sad. And I think that's why I'm just gonna eat some fucking chicken nuggets.
Dude, fucking understandable.
I think that's why, I ended up going back to my comfort game. Yeah, which is ESO, because I was like, this game's so crap. Like the gameplay loop, I didn't enjoy.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me eating?
Possibly?
Disgusting.
It's alright.
What about now?
Don't think so.
Yay!
We'll see, we'll see. I'll let you know. There we go. Yeah, my gear is broken stone. I know.
Think that you should play ESO.
Oh, well, I did download it. Like, I do wonder if, like, my grievances with WoW is maybe just, like, a burnout entirely. Because I think about, like, playing ESO as well.
In my personal opinion.
Stares at you. Huh? Oh, it's melee. I don't really like melee. Oh, you're a little gross guy.
Ooh, is that what the pet was? I realized I had accidentally disconnected my headphones. So if you said anything, I didn't hear a fucking word you said.
Oh, hi. You're fine. Oh yeah, I think like I'm wondering if my grievances with WoW are just basically like burnout with certain games in general. Like I'm wondering if there is like, because I think about playing ESO, and even then my brain's like, I don't really want to. Like I do because I want to kind of like play and run around and stuff, but then I'm also just like, I think because it's an MMO and I know that it's different to WoW, that I'm just like, I don't know if I have the energy for it.
So at like no given time, is playing ESO with other people an actual requirement. Like you could pretty much call it an online single player game.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the fucking shit out of that. You don't have to play with other people if you don't want to. You can just you can just like do story content and like do little mini dungeons which are like galps and shit. And it's really chill.
We need more. I started growing root seeds. I don't want to grow root seeds. Damn. It is like a little bug stone. It's just a little guy.
Weird. Why is he so big?
I don't know. He's cute. I like him. I like ranged pets. Because I feel like even the ranged pets are damn, you can't see. I think even like ranged pets struggle to like attack bosses. Like their AI just doesn't really, they choose when they want to attack things. Like either they attack things you're not even attacking for no fucking reason, and then suddenly you have like the slime boss aggroed on you and you're panicking. Or you have a boss or like mob right in your face and the pet's just like, nah.
Yeah, get fucked. It do what it wants to do.
Let's see. So melee damage, 20% chance to stun targets on melee hit. So interesting, but not for me.
I mean, in its skill tree, can you level up its stun? Like its what am I trying to say? Can you level up its guys help me?
Stun percentage? Let's see.
Yes, yeah.
Plus 10% chance to stun targets on melee hit. 100% longer stun duration, 50% damage against stun targets. I feel like this might be the type of pet where you would probably prioritize, if you can, a lot more like percentage to stunning and like maybe stun duration, while like the damage you might not really care for. It could be support pet. There you go, I'm changing you. Goodbye.
Oh, is it supposed to be a dog?
Yeah, it's like a little dog creature, I think. Alright, I gotta water things, right? Yeah, I don't know what to do about WoW. I do still like the game. I'm struggling.
Oh, what the fuck did I just do that for? Yeah, it's hard.
Also, they're like, okay, so another thing, they're bringing out like player housing, right? So I'm like, I'm actually interested. Oh, yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah, you know, I just thought that was funny, but yeah.
Nah, like an understandable. So I'm like, oh my god, I'm actually interested in that. But then Garrisons was supposed to be player housing, right? Like the way that they, like that was supposed to be their attempt at player housing and stuff like that. And I did like Garrisons, but they also fell short in certain parts. And I'm just like, I don't know. Because already, like, I think I'm also kind of detaching from WoW, so I don't get disappointed for that, because people have wanted player housing for ages. And there's...
Sorry. Yeah. No, I was just about to say that I was always confused about why it hadn't been implemented in the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they'll do some fucky shit with it to make it grindy as hell. Like, you just already know. Like, you'll get sucked into the WoW grind, but with housing. And that sounds also really shit.
I don't think I'll... it's weird, because a part of me is like, I don't think I'll mind that as much if it's like the grind for houses, right? Because then there's something to do. But another part of me is like, yeah, it really depends on what they do, how much of it is going to be store content. And if there's, because there will be store content, there's no fucking way they're not going to. Final Fantasy does it, like, you know, there's games do store content for housing. So I'm like, I understand that, but how much is it going to be? Because if it's like $10 for a fucking, like, game cheer, no.
Yeah.
Like,
it's definitely worrying.
Mm.
And even, you know, like you can take mounts, for example, and there's some more sprinklers there for you, by the way. I threw them on the
thank
ground.
you.
For an example, you could take mounts, and how you were saying there was the Bronchiosaurus mount, you know, the one that you farmed the fucking shit out of in BFA, and we all helped you sell jellies.
Mm-hmm.
Only for it to come out on the store and people can purchase it for money. Fuck off.
Yeah, there was a different one. It was a different, like, oh my god, I can show you. It was like a black dino. It like actually looked really, really cool. Well, okay, it was just like the Bronto, but like darker and gold kind of thing. I don't know. So I liked it, but it was like 100 USD. So it was like 100, was it 170 New Zealand dollars? And I was just like, what the fuck?
The thing is, though, is that people still brought it.
Yeah.
$170, and they still buy this mount. So Blizzard's like, we can keep doing this. This is 100% fine. And we will 100% do it for every other thing we put into the game. And then could you imagine, like, play housing in ESO works is like you can just buy houses in different spots, and some of them are tied to the store currency. So yeah, ESO does the same thing. You can buy some houses on the store, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of them you can just buy with gold, I think. And WoW will 100% do the same. If they can charge $170 for a mount, how much are they going to charge for a player house?
Yeah. Dude, like, okay. So, sorry, there's a lot of Blizzard slander today. Look, I'm in a love-hate relationship with Blizzard. I do like WoW. I do like the, like, you know, their game, all this kind of stuff. Like, I grew up with World of Warcraft. I grew up watching my brother play WoW. I used to, like, play on his account and stuff like that. Like, I've been there this whole fucking time. Like, it, you know. I think that's, like, why I struggled to also stop playing, because I have that, like, it basically, like, raised me, you know? Like, WoW raised me. And it's, like, it's this really tough thing where I do start to notice things, and I'm like, actually, I don't like that. Like, it's absolutely crazy to me that any game at all, right, if they have a subscription service, that they charge more than, like, $10 for anything else in the game. Like, because I'm like, you're already earning this amount of money. You're getting, like a month. You're earning all of this money a month. You already have, like, all these other things for cosmetics, stuff like that, game changing. Like, I get it. You need it. Like, you do need money to keep your game running. I totally understand that. So there's, like, that level where I'm like, that's okay. I get it. Like, go, you know, get the money to improve your game and do that and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes I look at the amounts and I'm like, what makes you sit there and say yeah, this is a good price. Like the Brutosaur, right? Where I'm like, you do realize that people are struggling to get groceries. And I know, right? Okay, so I know that the people who are struggling to get groceries are most likely not the people who are going to buy this fucking mount. But at the same time, you put it behind like this thing of like, by the way, it's going to go away soon. So you have this FOMO thing. People, okay. All right, this is going to get a bit more serious. So people, there are a lot of people that are like, you know, mentally not quite sound enough to make a good enough decision to not buy that. And I can say that because I was one of those people. I, like, on League of Legends, there would be a whole bunch of, like, FOMO, like, these will never be back, blah, 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 whatever the fuck. I dropped $15,000 on that fucking game. Like, so much money. Because I didn't think about it. Like, I needed money for other things, but, like, my brain would be like, nah, we'll drop, like, $100 on League today, you know? So I know there are people who are probably struggling with money and still buying stuff that they shouldn't. And I don't know, like, it bugs me. It really bugs me because I'm just like, not everyone's gonna afford that amount, and I know that either way, even if they can't afford it, they're gonna do it anyway, and I'm just like,
I know that obviously Blizzard isn't fucking responsible for the decisions that people make financially. But when you inject like the idea in the context of like FOMO, like once it's gone forever. Fuck you. Because you're like marketing strategy to make people freak out about it.
Yeah, like the FOMO aspect is 100%. That is playing into that, like I don't know what to call it, like,
Blizzard marketing scheme.
I don't want to say like it's a weakness for people to not be able to, but like I can't think of like a proper word, so I'm sorry if that word is insensitive. But like Blizzard is kind of playing into that like weakness of people like not being able to say no, and like FOMO 100% is playing into that. And I think like oh god, I don't know, like it frustrates me. Saga also says the estimated they made 19 million off the auction house mount.
Gross.
Like,
and the game is still shit. What do you mean?
Yeah, like, gotta pay the board, all the extra money, less effort, more gains. People in games will just keep buying it. I'm not approving of it though. Yeah, people just keep buying things. And like, I get it, right? Because like, people use games as like an escape. And it's so much easier to like buy things in the game and be like, yay, cool, and get that like hit of like feeling good. Because it's just there. You get shiny, cool thing. And then sometimes it helps you like progress really high in game, or like, you know, it just looks good, or I need to figure out how to get my body. I don't know, like, I get it, because again, like, I did that with League of Legends. Like, I had that kind of thing of where I'm like, I want shiny new thing. It's going away soon. I want this, you know? And like, the thought process behind it is like, you can rationalize it because you're like, oh, well, I'll have this thing and I don't have to worry about it. Or like, I don't know. Can I like, can I not? There we go.
You get the dopamine? 100%.
Yeah.
It's similar to gamblers, alcoholics, and card collectors. Yeah, absolutely it is. I think South Park did a thing about buying stuff in games and dopamine addiction. Yeah. Oh, I'm dead. I'm alive.
Like 100%. Like I think I kind of broke out of it because I dropped like $300 on a thing once, like in a day. I was saving, like, I would save this money for, like, certain things, right? So I had the money saved, I had the money saved up and all that kind of stuff. And, I was like, fuck it. There's, like, a FOMO thing. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then I started, like, getting really bad with it. Dropped that $300. And then I was suddenly very aware of, like, how I felt afterwards. Like, I didn't feel good. I just was like, oh, like, yay, I got this thing, and, oh, what now? You know, and I don't know, like, I think that kind of kicked me out of it, because I realized it wasn't making me feel the way that I wanted it to.
Well, yeah. Because then what do you do after that?
Yeah.
You just dropped $300 on whatever it was. Yens, question mark. But then and then afterwards it's like, okay, that's done. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm down $300.
Yeah.
But I have this excuse me, but I have the skin. That's it.
Yeah. Basically, that's it. It was just that. I did, let's see, I'm trying to, like, remember as well. I will say, right, which is actually interesting as well, that now that I'm, like, on ADHD meds, right, like, I realize that I am way less likely to do that. Like, my impulse control is a lot more, like, under control, right? Like, I don't sit there and go, like, I'm gonna dump, like, all this money on this thing. Like, I'm actually like, nah, I don't really want it.
Yeah. And it's another thing that I was going to bring up as well, is exactly that, just the ADHD impulsiveness that we have. Mm-hmm. And it can get really bad. I know exactly what you're talking about. And sometimes it's really, really hard to manage.
Yeah.
And it can fucking get out of control.
100%.
Like, if I were to calculate the amount of money that I have spent on ESO over the years, because they have loot boxes essentially in the game for, like, cosmetic items that you cannot get in game with gold, I am scared to think about how much that would be as a whole, because I have restarted my ESO account across 3 platforms.
Oh my god, okay.
Because you cannot transfer accounts from platform to platform.
Where is this? See, League was nice, kind of, because it would have... You could check, like, how much you had spent. And I think, like, because I was aware of that amount as well, I was like, holy fuck, like, this is a lot of money. I was like, dude, I could have bought, like, a car with this. I could have bought, like, what? I wouldn't say a house, but I could have been renting a house by now. It's a lot. It's like fucking, it can be, I don't know. It's just bad.
There's a couple more sprinklers there for you.
Oh,
I need
thank
to
you.
go and farm out some more scarlet, but I fucking died.
I've been using the watering can until I can figure out, like, a good layout for the sprinklers.
Nah, fair enough. It's fine.
I know, though, like, I hate it because, okay, so I understand certain amounts in games, right? Like, I can understand, like, if you need this amount of money, that amount of money, whatever, like, I get it. I know that there's, like, the amount behind, I do, yeah. There's, like, the amount... Oh, yep.
My brain went, you're a 5x5 ho.
Crazy.
Anyway.
Octarine, there we go. Yeah, so like you have to pay artists, you have to pay riggers. Like I get it. I get needing to like pay these people for like design and stuff like that. And like if you're in like, I would assume, so I don't know 100%, but I would assume that if you're working for WoW, like you'd probably cost a lot if it's like design and things like that, right? I don't know, like it feels like I would hope that you're getting good money if these things are like this expensive, but if they're not getting paid like a really good amount, then it's like, well, why do you need it? Why does it need to be like above $20? Why does it need to be above like $50? Like I don't really get it. I know. So another thing that kind of frustrates me. I'm so sorry, you guys are stuck here. So I wanted to get into game creation. I wanted to make games. And when I was like a part of this course, entirely not game related. It was more of like people coming to talk about certain things that you're interested in doing. Mm-hmm. This guy came in. And he makes games, and his games are like mobile games and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be so cool. Like, I would love to sit there and listen to like the things that he says and like, you know, maybe some tips of like how to get into it, all that kind of stuff. The shit that he said bugged me. So he said, the best way to make a mobile game is make it so there's I can't remember exactly, but he said something along the lines of like making sure there's a big enough grind that players can get to a certain point until they have to start paying money. And I was sitting there and I'm like, wait, so you're actively conscious of the fact that you're going to pretty much force people into a corner of needing to pay money to continue playing your game at a realistic pace? And I'm just like, I hate that. I think that's disgusting.
That is disgusting, but it makes a lot of sense. Mobile games are a different beast of toxic development, 100%. Yeah. It's actually insane.
Yeah, I hate it.
Even like, you know, the simpler games like Candy Crush and shit like that.
I keep dying. I need to stop. I need to actually like pay attention and fucking fight things. Oh my lord.
Oh, I'm just standing at the core of not moved.
You're fine. It's okay. I am enjoying the discussion. We're doing great.
Yeah. No, but I understand.
Like, okay, so I get like, it's frustrating because I can understand the thought process of needing like yeah, you do need like money to fund your game. You do need these things, you do need those things. Like, I get it. It's just, I feel like people or like games really need a balance between like, just basically don't be greedy, but a lot of companies are greedy. Like, I don't know. It's just like, there's like okay, I won't name this game, but there's like another game that I really fucking like. And I'm like, I love this game. It's so cute. Me and Plain played like a bunch of it, all that kind of stuff. And I really want to play more of it. But then I started realizing or like noticing that they were releasing some like, I think like pets and things or like some kind of cosmetic stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, like all goods. To buy all of their cosmetic packs is like over $100 for me. And I'm like, that's what? And I'm like, okay, there's barely any updates to the actual game. And you're just making cosmetic packs. Like you're not even done. Your game's not done. I'm just
quickly, would you mind if I switched over to my phone just so I can do bits and pieces and yap at the same time?
Oh, dude, that's fine. No? Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. I just wanted to check before I did it because I know obviously like sound like fucking shit.
Ow, fuck. Yeah, you're all good.
Sweet. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Let me just
It's a talk between better for business and better for players. Yeah, like, look, I get it. I get if there's like, I know you have to prioritize the business at certain points. I get that, right? So I'm sympathetic when it comes to something where it's like a certain amount of monetization. Sympathetic? I guess just understanding. Like, I get it. But then it really does just frustrate me when it feels like that's all they care about, and then certain parts like start dipping and it's like, oh god.
Well, yes, because like, you know, if you think about it in a simple term, that like your customers are your business.
Mm-hmm.
And without one you wouldn't have the other. So I don't know, it just feels like an abusive relationship.
Yeah. How the fuck do I get over there without dying again? Yeah, I don't know. It's annoying, because I'm like... I think as well, like, a lot of people have, like, complained about stuff that Blizzard does. And, like, I can't talk about other areas. I just know Blizzard's a problem. Like, people complain a lot about Blizzard. What is it, like... Sorry, I'm, like, stretching my neck as well. It's like the situation with Marvel Rivals and, like, Overwatch and stuff, and how they could get away with a lot of stuff, and then Marvel Rivals came out. And then suddenly, like, they do all these certain things with, like, Overwatch that is, like, that's strange. Like, now you're doing this and that and these things. And I also understand that, right? Like, so people were making fun of Blizzard for this, and I can kind of defend them to a certain point of like, well, yeah, they're going to make changes because now there is a game that they have to kind of fight against for competition, right? So
Yes.
if they just sat there and did nothing, Blizzard would be completely stupid with that. Like, if they're just like, nah, we're not going to do anything at all, our players will come back. No. So it was guaranteed, though, they had to do something. But, like, I don't know. So I don't think it was really a situation of, like, Blizzard scrambling to try and do this and that. To try and, like panicking, if that makes sense. Like, they weren't panicking. It just literally is a business point of, like, no, they just have to, because if they don't do anything, then, yeah, they are shooting themselves in the foot kind of thing. How do I get over there? I guess just a bridge. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to actually have, like, such a serious conversation about this. I'm just kind of, like, fucking... As soon as, like, Jen is in the chat, I start rambling about serious stuff. It's great.
It's a therapy session Friday. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I was just about to apologize though. Sirius is like, a cat is sitting on the windowsill and there's birds outside and they're fucking screaming because obviously he's sitting there watching them and they're a little bit freaked out.
Yeah. We can't hear it if that's what you're wondering.
Oh, thank God.
I don't think I have.
They're terrified.
Fucking understandable. I love that they're like, the cat can't even get them and they're just freaking out.
Oh yeah, but they don't know that, right? So they're
Yeah.
like, we're not hey.
Love it. Sorry, let me read this. Superficial versus content, and we know where people put the money. There is ethical capitalism versus unethical capitalism. Seeing a 20% quarter after quarter growth in sales year after year is an unsustainable model. It's like farming a field without letting it rest. Competition is always good for the consumer. I agree. Like, the competition is really good. Like, for, look, if Blizzard makes a good, like, a better game and does, like, better with it, 100%, that's good for them, right? But also, like, it should make Marvel Rivals better too, because Marvel Rivals will be like, oh shit, like, Blizzard is doing this, so we gotta do something, you know? So it makes it, like, a situation where it works out better for both the companies. Look, I don't care about either. If you like, well, I like Marvel Rivals, but if you like Overwatch, go ahead, like, play that. That's okay. If you like Marvel Rivals, go ahead. That's okay. Play that. Like, I do not care what games you play, as long as you're enjoying the game. Like, that's all that matters for me. Even, like, the mobile games, right? Like, if you're enjoying those, like, games, even if they're, like, doing scummy stuff, whatever, I don't care. Like, that's okay. Like, just play the games that you like to play. I know. All that matters is, like, your opinion, because that's, like, those things are taking up your time, right? No one else's, just your time.